They were both judge and butcher, essential to justice, yet cast aside by society. The executioner was one of the most feared and hated figures in history. But who were they, really? What kind of life did they live? Today, we step into the shadowy world of the executioner. It's darker, lonelier, and more tragic than you think. In many parts of medieval Europe, executioners didn't choose the job, it chose them. The profession was often hereditary. If your father was an executioner, so were you. Why? Because nobody else wanted it. Being an executioner meant you were cursed, socially and spiritually. The job was seen as unclean. Priests refused to bless them. Townspeople crossed the street to avoid them. But kings and courts needed them. So families stayed in the business. And generation after generation. Contrary to myth, executioners weren't sadists. Many saw their role as a grim duty to bring a quick end. A well-aimed blow was mercy. A failed one was humiliation and suffering. Executioners trained rigorously. Some even practiced on animals. A misstep could lead to a slow death, and a mob turning against them. Their tools were heavy, literally and emotionally. With each drop of the axe, a life ended. And every time, the executioner carried that memory home. Executions were theatre, public events. People came to cheer, jeer, and feast on human misery. But for the man delivering the final blow, it was agony. Executioners were often paid handsomely, but money couldn't buy acceptance. Many couldn't marry. Their children were bullied. They were banned from churches, guilds, and markets. Some wore disguises to hide their identity. Others lived on the edge of town, alone. The executioner served justice, but was never welcomed by it. Some executioners became infamous. Charles Henry Sanson beheaded over 2,000 people during the French Revolution, including King Louis XVI. He kept detailed journals revealing deep regret. Jack Ketch, in 17th century England, botched so many executions that his name became slang for the devil. Albert Pierrepoint, Britain's most efficient hangman, executed over 400, including Nazi war criminals, before resigning, saying the death penalty solved nothing. Each man was both respected and reviled. Their stories reveal the emotional toll of state-sanctioned death. As the world moved toward abolishing the death penalty, executioners faded into history. Some vanished into obscurity. Others died alone, unremembered. Today, their legacy is buried in silence. We remember the victims. Rarely do we think of the hands that held the blade. But perhaps we should, not to glorify them, but to understand the complex human cost of justice, vengeance, and power. The executioner wasn't a monster. He was a man trapped in a role no one wanted to acknowledge, but everyone needed. Thanks for watching. If you want more forgotten stories from the shadows of history, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment. Would you have taken the job if it meant feeding your family but losing your soul? Until next time, stay curious.